Hello everyone. It's time for my fall service on the Craftsman Pro Series tractor. This starts with removing the engine side covers. Both of the side covers have one plastic fishbone retainer to secure the bottom. Both sides also have two keyhole slots in the operator's console that catch two tabs to hold the cover firmly in place. Okay, so to pull these sides off, I just pull those buttons out. There's a couple plastic buttons that hold it in, one on each side through that hole there. Goes into a hole in the frame. I just pop that out and I'll have to look around and see where it went to. So I made it easier to drain the oil on this tractor by adding this drain hose. But I'm not using it, it's just tucked up in here out of the way. This is a piece of fuel injector hose, high pressure, high temperature hose. And there's a barb fitting down where the drain plug used to be on the back of the engine here. And this valve is actually a plumbing fitting. So I'll just open that up and let the oil run out. So I just clamped a piece of steel on here heavy enough to hold the hose pointed down toward the oil drain pan. And we should be able to see the oil coming out there. It's hard to see. There, now with some light we can see the oil dripping out there. This little valve is apparently going to be pretty slow. But that's okay, I'm not in any hurry, I have all day. And so one problem with removing this oil filter is that it's sideways. So as you turn it, as soon as you break that seal, there's oil dripping down on top of this engine deck here. So I'm going to make a tool to catch it. To start with, I'll be cutting the bottom of this windshield wiper fluid bottle. Alright, now that that's cut out, let's see what else I need to cut. Alright, so I want to keep the handle up on the top here. And this is too high still to fit under the filter, so I've got to work on that. I'm going to slide it in underneath the filter to catch the drips. And I actually didn't need to use a wrench on this. So we can see here nothing dripped from the filter flange there onto the frame of the mower. All the drips are landing in this plastic bottle. I'll just let that drip for a while, 20 minutes or so, and then I'll put a new oil filter on. Okay, in order to pull this spark plug boot, which is underneath these hoses, just break it free, give it a little twist, make sure it's not stuck, and then you can just pull it straight out, like so. looks to be in really good condition. But it's 2 years old. Winter's coming, so I'm going to replace them. Kept everything nice and clean and dry under here. And just moisten that seal around the oil filter there with a little bit of oil. That's all it needs. Thread it on there. And that's it. Doesn't need to be super tight. The air filter on these is right in front of the engine here on top. There's these two levers that latch the cover down. Lift it straight up. There's the filter. Which is a little stuck on there, but that's fine. And I'd say this year it's definitely time to replace it. I didn't replace it last year. Just want to make sure that sealing area is nice and clean. And the area in there just goes right on there. And this pre-filter probably needs to get cleaned off a bit and then reused. So I blew this out with some air, compressed air, but it was still pretty grungy, so I actually took it inside to the utility sink and washed it out with some dish detergent. Thoroughly rinsed it and squeezed it out. Might take a little while to dry. But that's alright, I'm not ready to start it yet either. So that's that. Air filter done. Spark plug's done. Time to add the oil. Before I can add the oil, I have to turn off this oil drain valve. And there it is. And don't forget, the oil filter is empty, and that's going to take some oil too. Just a tad over full, which is where I want it. I'm probably still going to need to add more after I run it and fill the oil filter. Oh yeah, I definitely pulled it down a little bit. Maybe about 8 ounces. Perfect. Gotta find that button for down here. There it is. That's more like it. Well, while I'm at it, I might as well hit these grease fittings on the front end here. One down here too. I'm gonna clean all these off now that I made a mess of them. Okay, here's something that not every Craftsman tractor has. There's a grease fitting on the pivot point for that cast iron front axle. So I've got to catch that. I had the axle out 2 years ago, and I changed the pivot bolt to a precision ground shoulder bolt, 5/8 inch diameter. I replaced all the bushings in there with oil light bronze. And I installed this grease fitting to service it. I drilled it out and tapped it and installed the fitting. All ready for the winter season.